Update, update, update. Now, today I'm going to be telling you what to do to check if you are in your fertile period. Ask no more, because I'm here to teach you a very simple method. You don't need to go and buy anything. It's free of charge. Now, what is this method? Come closer. As a lady, do you really want to use your finger and your eyes to see whether you are in your fertile period or not? I'm going to be teaching you. First things first, you wake up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, wash your hands with soap and water. Wash it with soap and water because, of course, we are going into a very sensitive area and you do not want to contaminate or introduce any sort of bacteria in there. Okay? So after washing your hands with soap and water, pat it dry with a towel. Now, the next thing you're going to do is put your bum on that toilet seat. Now, sit down there, my friend. Once you sit there, you think of the next thing is to introduce your finger. Now, introduction of this finger, just look at your hands. Whichever one you feel is more comfortable for you, is longest for you, can travel up for you, it's perfectly okay. For me, I feel that the first index is shorter than this one. So I feel like this one here, this middle finger it's longer and it can reach up to my cervix. It depends on what can travel up your own cervix. I'm not going to choose for you. So introduce that finger up in through your VJ, all right, straight high up to reach your cervix. Now, somebody might be asking me, how do I know if I'm in my cervix? You're going to know. Now, the cervix feels like the bridge of the nose. Once you keep going, you're going to feel something like this. Touch your nose, everybody. Touch your nose. Once you touch your nose, you're going to have that same feeling when you go up there. Your finger is going to feel that thing that feels like the bridge of the nose. Well, when you're there, what are you going to do? You're going to roll the finger. Just roll it like you're removing cobweb from the area, okay? After that, you bring it out. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. But before I tell you what you're going to do with that discharge, let me just explain all the positions that you can take for this procedure. Now, that is the sitting down method. The second method of checking is standing. Yeah, how do I stand if I really want to introduce my finger up into my VJ? You're going to stand with one leg on the floor and one leg on the toilet seat. So assuming this is the toilet seat and this is the floor. So one leg on the floor, one on the toilet seat. It keeps your leg apart and it gives you that interface where you can easily introduce your finger. The last method is squatting. We all know how to squat. That is bending down low with your two knees down. You're bending down. I'm not saying kneel. I said bend. So all your body down. When you bend down, you try to open your legs apart. Now, insert your fingers the same way anyone who is standing or sitting would do. And also roll it when you feel the bridge, this part, the cervix that looks like the bridge of the nose. When you put it and you feel that part, you just roll your finger like you're taking out cobweb. That's all. Now, let's tell you what to do as soon as you come out. When you're out of that area, remember I said roll it like you are removing cobweb. So you're going to roll it and try to see if you can bend it a little to bring out something. Okay? As you're bringing it out, you look at it. There's going to be some stains of discharge on your finger. I want you to physically look at it very well. This is the point where if you usually wear glasses to be able to see well, you should go grab your artificial lenses and wear it. This is a point where if it is microscope that you need before you can see well, please go get your microscope ready. But if you have eyes that you can see very well without any artificial lenses, now open the eyes very well. Look at that finger. You can go to a place where there is much lighting if you don't have light where you are. What am I going to be looking out for? Two things you should be looking out for on that discharge that's on your finger. Number one is the consistency. Now, consistency means how thick, how scanty, how stretchy, how bulky is this discharge. The next thing you should be looking out for is the color. What is the color? Is it whitish? Is it creamy? What is the color? Is it colorless? Those are the two things you're looking out for, the color and the consistency. Now, coming to the color. If you're in your fertile window, you're going to have a bit of a creamy VJ discharge. Now, coming to the color, It's going to look creamy. I mean, just like your body cream. That's how it's going to feel. You just, touch it like this. It's not going to stretch. It's just going to be creamy. Like, it's not thick. It's just there. Like, your cream. That means that you're not in your ovulation period, but you are actually gradually getting there. Now, coming to the color, immediately after your menses, you should start doing this. Coming to the color, the first color you're going to meet is a whitish color. If you introduce your finger, especially when you've just finished your menses, what you're going to see is a whitish color. Now, this color on your finger is going to be scanty. It's going to feel dry like pap. It's just going to, it's just going to be everywhere like dots. Okay? That means you are not in your fertile period at all. Now, after some days, if you keep doing this probably every two days or every 3 days, you're going to start noticing some changes. The next time you're going to insert your finger, what you're going to see is a creamy discharge. Now, when you get to the creamy parts, you know that you've gotten to the point where you need to be on the wash. It's going to look like your body cream. It's going to feel like your body cream. That means that thick discharge has begun to liquefy slowly, and we are almost getting to the fertile period. Okay, remember that it's not only on your ovulation day that you're fertile. There are days, like 5 days leading to your ovulation, you're fertile. So when it is now like 2 or 3 days to the ovulation, that is the main part. That's the main dish. That's the part you don't want to miss. Now, what you're going to see is colorless, odorless, transparent, stretchy. I don't know the adjective to use again. It's gonna feel like that transparent part of a raw egg. You carry it and there is no color. As soon as you're bringing out your finger, everything is just coming out. You will see it like okra soup. It will be drying. It will be slippery. You know that day, gone. Something is about to happen. Things are changing in your body. Your eggs have been released. Girl, it is time for you to take that opportunity if you're actually looking out to get pregnant. Okay? But if you're not looking out, that's the time you want to be very careful. Yeah. So, but I think I'm talking to people who really want, to get pregnant. So once you see that colorless, odorless, stretchy, egg white consistency of your VJ secretion, girl, lay hold of it, devour it.